Good morning, Joe. How you doing, man?
Good, great. How are you?
Good. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, pleasure to be here, man. It's an honor.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Now you're coming from Adrian, correct?
Yes, sir.
How was the drive in?
It was good, man. Like I said, Michigan weathers are horrible. Ohio is much cleaner.
I believe it. You know, we had Karen in here from Canada.
Oh, really?
What was it? Last week? 2 weeks ago. Two weeks ago. And she was really surprised on how we shut down the roads. We get level 1, 2, and 3 here in Ohio. And she's like, we don't shut down in Canada. we keep going.
We just keep moving through the elements, huh?
Yeah. Now during that time though, I seen you had just did like a 10, was it a 10 miler?
Yeah, we did Dave's 10 miler.
How was that, man? It was pretty cold.
Freezing, dude. I had shorts on.
I seen that.
I was the only person in shorts. I was froze.
I was wondering, but at the same time, I was like, well, he might, running, you're gonna heat up regardless running. Yeah, so I was wondering how it went.
Yeah, it was good. It was a good finish. So
good.
It was freezing though.
I believe it. Where was that at?
It was in Delta, Ohio.
Oh, Delta. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, not far. Just right around the corner from here. Then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's crazy. How long did you take to get it?
I shot for 1 hour 20, so I hit it on the mark.
Dude, that's awesome. Moving quick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. How long you been running?
Say 2-3 years now.
Okay.
I got into ultra running, so that's anywhere from 50 miles and up.
Holy cow.
Well, you can do, it starts from 30 miles and up ultra running.
Wow.
I've done a couple 100-milers, several marathons, a lot of 5Ks.
Dude, that's awesome. What got you into it?
I was getting older, man. I was like, I just wanted to be in shape at the time.
Yeah.
So a buddy of mine, he's a big ultra runner. His name is Sam Skills.
Okay.
So he was like, yeah, you should do your first 5K. And then he's like, you should try this 10K. And then you should try this marathon. And it just kept escalating. He got me into 100-mile runs.
Dude, that is awesome. So where did that one take place at?
My first 100-mile was in Akron, Ohio. That was Burning River 100.
Okay.
I did that one. And then I've accomplished Blackbeard Revenge 100 down in North Carolina.
How was that one?
That was good.
Yeah, was that in the
it was all coastal on the ocean.
Oh, beautiful
run, man.
But that would have been a beautiful
It's brutal, man. It's brutal.
I bet.
Yeah.
A lot of water.
Yeah, a lot of water.
A lot of stretch. How do you prep from?
Well, it depends. You got a 4 to 6 month gap, so you're going to be doing a lot of training in between. You got to dial in nutrition. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, do you work with nutritions, or do you do a lot of this on your own?
A lot of it's on my own.
Okay.
The coaching part, I reach out to that good friend of mine, Sam Skills.
Yeah.
He coaches me through the process.
What's it like after?
After the run?
Yeah.
Dude, you're a wreck. Your body is a wreck. It's a wreck. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of stretching.
A lot of stretching. A lot of recovery. You're about a good week or two to recover from something like that.
I bet, man.
Yeah, 100 miles, especially if you're running for time. Like my goal was to finish in 24 hours or less. Wow. So you're running straight through, no sleep. So.
Oh man, yeah, that's a good brutal course, man. Confidence course for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
You get through it. So have you always been in Michigan?
Yes.
Okay.
Most of my life. I've moved to Texas for a little while, but I relocated.
What part of Texas?
Up Amarillo area.
Okay,
between Amarillo, Lubbock area.
All right, yeah. Now, did you grew up in Michigan then?
Yeah, my whole life.
Okay.
Adrian.
What was that like?
Well, it's been a journey, man. Adrian is it's a nice small town, but you can get in a lot of trouble there.
I believe it.
Yeah. So I've had my share of troubled times in my life, man. So
okay.
Yeah.
Now, as a kid, what was that like growing up? Like, what was it like for you growing up? I know you had overcome a lot of stuff as a child.
Yeah. So much of a child, I say from like starting at like adolescence. I had childhood leukemia. So from 3 to 9 years old, I went through a lot of like radiation treatment, chemotherapy, spinal tap, bone marrow transplant. So from 3 to 9 years old, I don't really recall having much of a childhood, but going back and forth to Ann Arbor a lot for my treatments.
Okay.
And then after that, through teenage years, dealt with a lot of, there's a lot of side effects.
Yes.
Yeah. So there's a lot of side effects from treatments like that, so through my teenage years, suffering with a lot of weight weight gain and horrible skin. I was always sick all the time. And,
Wow.
you just, as a teenager going through something like that, it kind of diminishes your, having self-esteem. And it was quite the experience, man, to go through stuff like that. Cause you have a low self-esteem about yourself. You're dealing with anxiety, depression,
Yeah.
So there's a lot of side effects,
Right.
From that kind of treatment, so.
And it went up till the age of 9?
Yeah, the treatment from 3 to 9 years old.
Okay.
And then from there on, going through your preteens and all that, you got to deal with that after that.
And what was it like during the teenage years of the aftermath of that?
Like I said, deal with a lot of low self-esteem, no confidence. You're like, with dealing with a lot of weight issues and bad skin and stuff like that. It's horrible to go through.
So once you got into middle school, you was going through a lot of struggles with the aftermath of dealing with the leukemia.
Yeah. Just like I said, man, it the side effects from stuff like that, from treatments like that, it takes a toll on your body.
Yeah. Now, how long did that last?
I want to say all through my teenage years, I dealt with a lot of side effects from that.
Oh, wow. So
unexplainable weight gain, horrible skin, always sick all the time. My immune system was shot, man. So I got sick a lot.
You look good though, man. You look good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So now all through your teens, so that was through high school as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Any into college, or did it start to phase out?
It started to phase out a little, but I still struggle with a lot of them same issues.
Yeah. And so did that get you started into holistic health or health? Or what was it where you kind of got into that?
I started getting into my personal health. I want to say I'm going into my 30s.
Okay.
I'm 46 now, so 45.
Okay. Yeah.
So
we'll cut that out.
So yeah, I started getting into around my 30s.
Okay. So in between that time, after high school, what did you get into then?
After high school?
Yeah.
Not much.
No.
No. I had a lot of trouble. I got into a lot of trouble.
Yeah. Now, during that time, did you ever come in encounter with the Lord?
Yes.
Yeah.
Several times. Yeah. He's brought me through a lot of bad situations in my life.
Man.
Yeah.
And are you okay to talk about some of them things?
Oh yeah.
So where did that journey start then?
Well, my journey started. I started to get in trouble a lot of violence. I got into drug activity. Okay. Using and selling.
Yeah.
And that carried on for like 13 years, man. So I was in and out of that. Incarcerated. Got incarcerated a few times.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us has been there. I've been there myself.
Yeah.
I'm recovered from amphetamines and sold, and had to deal with the aftermath, and still dealing with the aftermath of it now.
Oh yeah. So yeah, dealing with that, man, that was a very dark time in my life. Also, like I said, using and also selling.
Yeah.
Selling and running that fast street life. You know what I mean?
So, yeah, it's hard to get out of that sometimes, man. You get used to the fast money, and don't really realize.
So I said, like God is just so amazing, man, because it's like taking me from this sick child. You go through this phase of where you're out here running the streets, you get involved with alcohol, drugs, this fast lifestyle, and then He's brought me to the point where I'm at now. It's such a crazy journey, man.
And what was the point that pulled you out of the street life?
I want to say at the time, it was after my son was born, my first son. After he was born, and then I met my ex-wife, and then that really right there was kind of like stopping point.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, something happens with me, I'm going to leave her alone out here all alone. I'm going to leave my son alone. So I'm like, stuff's got to stop. And it was just, my circle just kept getting smaller and smaller. And it was just getting closer and closer to closing in on me.
Yeah, man, that's awesome. Isn't that funny how it works?
Yeah.
We, as young kids, young adults, we think that the more friends we have, the better life is. And, we can have fun, right? But the thing we're missing is purpose and joy.
Exactly.
And it's not very fun during the end times.
No.
And so what was the encounter you had with the Lord, man, that got you just out of the streets?
I want to say it was after my last incarceration. It kind of was like started to reveal to me, like, you know, you're here for a purpose.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I started connecting the dots backwards. I'm like, okay, like you were sick as a child, this and that, forward. Like,
yeah.
Your purpose is to be involved and help people as a coach.
Absolutely.
With health, fitness, and kind of connect the dots going back.
A lot of people need it nowadays, man. Yeah. We was watching a video. What was it? It must have been 2-3 weeks ago with the lady in Italy, wasn't it? Where she was recording, but they were like body shaming her, like openly in Italy. You remember that? Yeah, it was on TikTok, man. But you go around the world and Americans, we're always seen as obese.
Mm-hmm.
We're always seen as one of the most unhealthiest countries in the world.
Absolutely.
And, sometimes we got to step on toes like that, but it's needed, man. What about our kids? Who's our next leaders? What we do is what they see, and they're going to keep redoing that same cycle.
Yeah.
That's part of the reason why heart disease is a genetic thing. It's going to be repeated. And even if the kid is healthy when they're young, what is the kid going to do when they're an adult? They repeat the same thing the parents seen them do. So if they're always eating McDonald's every day, Burger King every day, of course, that's what the kid's going to do too.
Yep.
So this is a huge topic. And not only that, there's, there's just industries out here that are not the healthiest things. And thank God for Mr. Kennedy Jr., man. He's changing up some things that I really like. I seen he mentioned about not accepting what was it? There were some new laws that the WHO was putting out that they weren't wanting to accept. I don't know if you'd seen that or not.
I know he's removing a lot of the heavy metals from vaccines, which is really, really good.
Which is crazy. They were showing a thing a couple weeks ago on the amount of vaccines our kids get here in the States. I mean, it was just a whole 2-3 handfuls of shots before they're even a year old. And the rest of the world, barely anything until they're older.
Yeah, study and research has revealed and shown that mercury, aluminum, all the heavy metals, it's a number one cause when it comes to autistic children.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that, but there is the research and study out there. And,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Now, we've always had certain types of metals, like iron, right? Could you tell me what makes the difference in the iron, us needing that versus the other metals?
Well, the heavy metal like mercury, aluminum, and lead, they cross into the blood-brain barrier.
Okay.
So they attach themselves. They're actually toxic. It's toxic metal.
Yeah.
So they attach themselves to the most fattiest tissue in the body, especially for newborn babies, and that is the brain. 60% fat. So,
that's crazy.
It's been study and research that's shown that it has crossed into the blood-brain barrier in these autistic children.
Oh, dude, that's so crazy. That's believable.
Yeah.
And then to think all the other things that as we grow up, we put on like deodorants that have high aluminum in there.
Yep.
Now they're starting to, change some, but even then I use the Yucca app and, some of them are still like, oh man, this is just a lie.
Yeah. And like I said, what it does is it drives what they call cellular inflammation in people.
Yeah.
Heavy metals, mercury, lead, all that. They drive severe inflammation in individuals, especially kids.
Yeah. And now as a person gets older, and so it affects the young, the newborns really heavy. Now, will it do the same for the elderly?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
If you're not removing these metals properly,
right,
through a proper detox, you know what I mean? They can wreak havoc on people's health.
Oh, I've seen it.
Yeah.
There's there's been a lot of detox studies I've seen, but I question some because I don't know what's what.
Yeah.
Well,
there's a right way and a wrong way to do detox.
Yeah. Now? Can we talk about that a little bit?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
What is one of the best ways to detox from heavy metals?
Well,
Here's a quick break from our sponsors, R&R Handyman Service. From small repairs to home improvements, no job is too small. If you need reliable, honest work done right the first time, call R&R Handyman Service at 419-770-0242. That's 419-770-0242. R&R Handyman Service, getting it done right for you.
educate me on the true proper way of detox.
Okay. Now I want to back up just a little bit there and give our viewers just a little insight on how you got into holistic health.
Okay.
Because you've mentioned you have studied with some very knowledgeable leaders.
Yes.
In holistic health. So what got you into that?
Well, when I started really focusing on my health in my late 30s, I was I didn't want to be another statistic. I looked at my father's side of the family, my mother's side of the family, and they got high rates of diabetes, cancer, diabetes especially.
A lot of Americans.
And I'm like, I don't want to end up like that.
Yeah.
So what do I need to do as an individual? Like, what changes do I need to make?
Right.
So I started to dig in my own research and, a self-directed education. And I'm just like, there's always a root cause to everything.
Yeah.
So my journey was, okay, I want to educate myself and find out there is a root cause to why the body is allowing things to occur. Things just don't happen.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, they say genetics, but new research and study shows that it's 30% genetics and 70% environmental factors.
Yeah.
Which the environmental factors and the toxins are what trigger the genes.
Man.
And new research and study shows now that you can turn the bad genes off. It's the environmental factors that trigger the gene.
Yeah.
So if you remove the sources and the interference, you're not going to express the genes. So genes are not your destiny.
Okay. So it's what we're what we're putting into us.
Yeah.
Absorbing.
So that being said, doing my own research study, and then I met a great friend of mine. He's a naturopath doctor.
Okay.
Jason Saunders. He's the one that got me involved. We flew out to Utah, and I'm in a room full of doctors, naturopath doctors, chiropractors. And I'm sitting there and I'm in disbelief because I'm like, I have no business being here, like from the background I come from. So I'm just like, soak it up, prayed about it. And God's like, I positioned you here for a reason.
Amen.
You were praying and asking for answers to get your life back and your health back.
Yeah.
This is where I'm positioning you.
Man, that's awesome.
So one of the doctors, Dr. Daniel Pompa, he's an expert in neurotoxic illness. I meet him after the seminar, and I tell him my story. I'm like, I'm suffering with this side effects from leukemia, from chemotherapy. And he says, Joe, he's like, what you need to do, he says, you need to remove this toxic substance, which is chemotherapy and all. You need to remove it from yourself.
Wow.
He says, you need to detox at a cellular level. He says, and I guarantee you're going to get your life back. And that's where I learned about cellular intelligence, cellular detox. Everything that they taught me, I implemented. And yeah.
Wow, dude. That is awesome. When was that?
This was 2011. So
okay.
I've been teaching others and coaching others since 2012.
Wow.
On cellular intelligence, cellular detox, of how to really truly get your health back.
Yeah, that is awesome. So where did you start at?
I started with myself. So everything that I educated and teach people and coach people, I made sure I did it with myself before I even try to teach somebody else. So it's all started with me. Okay. So my journey started back in 2012, and I just went from there. But I had to detox.
Now, what was the first step you took then?
Well, as far as detox.
In detox, and how did you start that process?
So there's a process, and when it comes to detox, you got to really understand and you do it properly, because you can, like people who do the juicing, or they do cilantro, or they do chlorella, or they try to do liver detox, foot baths, all the stuff. that stuff can actually really make a person really sick
Oh, wow.
in the long run. So doing detox properly, you have to start at the cellular level.
Uh-huh.
You got to open up downstream detox pathways, which is your liver, kidney, your gut,
Okay.
in order to excrete toxins that are so bound up in the lymphatic system, your cells. You have to open up these downstream pathways in order to detox a person.
And how does one begin to do that?
Well, there's a program for that.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a program I went through, and we also other practitioners, and I offer people to coach people through the process.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And so once you started doing that, what did you notice changing, or how long before you noticed a change?
Well, the change started here. Like, I noticed that my brain fog was gone. I had more mental clarity. But once you start to remove these heavy metals and toxins from, your body as a whole,
Mm-hmm.
you'll see the change within 30 days or less.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I've heard a lot of it. Everybody talks about doing a detox. What is it? Your lymphatic, but also what was the other one? It was parasites. Doing parasite detoxes. And at first when I was hearing about it, there was just, oh, well, you do this, but then they started saying, well, if you don't do that, you're doing this wrong, and you begin to have side effects from doing it. Now, is that true? If you're not following the steps wrong, there's side effects.
There is side effects. It's called what they call as a Herxheimer reaction. So if you don't have what they call true binders, I know this is like going to be like I don't know the language.
Yeah.
Throw your audience off, but you got to have true binders and true chelators that bind up these toxins and hold on to them and flush them out of the system properly.
Okay. Now I've heard people use like the charcoal capsules and stuff to do that. Am I doing that right if I do that?
I mean, it depends on the quality of what you're using too.
Okay. Because I like I do like to do the celery juice, kind of help the liver out a little bit. Mm-hmm. But I did notice like what they were saying, like I would get headaches if I did it, often.
That's part of the Herxheimer's reaction.
Yeah, and nobody believed me, but I'm like, man, when I drink this juice, I feel my liver, like a cramp in my liver, bro. I'm like, something's going on in there. What is that?
So that's what I would say that is like an improper way to do it, because in order to detox properly, you got to make sure that you're nourishing your liver, your kidney, your gut. So that way, when the toxic load comes, it's functioning properly and you're flushing out. Because your liver is actually your main detox organ.
It's a filtered filter.
Yeah, it's a filtration system. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So I better look more into that. I'm going to hit you up after this and get the program,
we can get into some deeper conversations about that.
Yeah, man. Because I've been doing it. I've been doing this wrong, guys. I need some help over here. And if y'all need some help, man, make sure we're gonna tap in, and I'm gonna leave some links and stuff after this so people can get a hold of you.
Yeah.
So then after you've done that, after you started feeling the difference, change in your head, less fogginess, then what came next?
A lot came next, man, because I started to get my health back. My energy levels went through the roof. I started to be able to study and absorb things I was reading.
Wow.
You know what I mean? And that all comes with, also, you gotta, like, once you understand what the root causes and the chemical, it's mainly chemical.
Yeah.
Chemical exposure like no other in time of history, dude. We're exposed to chemicals, like so many chemicals daily around our house, environmental toxins. Like, that is what takes away from our health.
Wow.
Once you identify the source of where things are coming and you start to remove these from your home and your lifestyle, you would feel so much better and get your health back.
Dude, that's crazy.
It's crazy.
So then a lot of people talk about when they do that, their joints feel better from where they had inflammation.
Absolutely.
Did you experience that as well?
Oh, yeah.
And how long into that process was it?
Well, it didn't happen overnight. And that's what I think a lot of people get wrong when it comes to, like, when you talk about holistic health or whatever. Everybody wants a quick fix.
Yeah.
They want things to happen. Like, if they don't see results in 30 days, this don't work.
Yeah.
And what people got to understand is wherever you're at in life, whether you're 20, 30, 40 years old, it's an accumulation of 40 years.
Yeah.
since adolescence as a child up until whenever you decide to make that change, you have to remove a lot of garbage from the body.
40 years have piled up.
Yeah,
I bet, dude.
So it's not an easy process. So it's going to take some people, like I said, genetically, some people are going to move faster, and some people it's going to take a lot longer.
Yeah. Now, does it for the difference in doing that? Will it make an effect if someone who has been more fit and active versus someone who has not been more fit and active, or doesn't that make a difference just because chemicals are?
No, it not necessarily. It's not going to make a difference because I've seen athletes who have like tremendous cellular inflammation despite their diet, exercise, and lifestyle, because that key component is still there, which is the toxicity and chemical exposure.
Jeez.
Yeah. So they may look healthy, be healthy, but eternally, that toxins are still there.
So I got a question that's kind of on subject but off subject here a little bit, but I've heard a lot about it, so I want to see if you have any knowledge on it. Is that even the material from the receipts at the store
absolutely
has damaging toxin to us,
yes,
especially more to males.
Yep.
They say, is that true?
Oh yeah, there's toxins everywhere, dude. And
wow,
with males, females especially, because females are hormonal creatures, dude.
Yeah.
So toxins and chemicals like are really, really harsh on females.
I believe
and the male endocrine system too.
And then now I've switched a lot to going to glass.
Good for you.
Is that a good
That's
thing?
a very good thing.
Okay.
You're avoiding microplastics.
I heard that they're starting to find microplastics in our brain cells.
Absolutely.
Now. Yes. And I'm like, dude, how is that even possible? Yeah. Can you explain that?
I mean, yeah, microplastics are bad, but it's like everything that we eat out of, everything that you can have in your home is plastic.
Yeah.
And I always tell when I coach with other people, it's like, you got to remove these plastics. It's BPA, remove the plastic, convert everything over to glass.
I feel that. Now, how about stainless steel?
Stainless steel.
Okay. I used to buy a bunch of garbage. I'm not gonna lie, man. I used to, and then and my wife started getting me on a better health kick, man, and started showing me this stuff, and I'm like, oh, dude, this is crazy.
Teflon pans, very, very neurotoxic, man.
Wow.
Yeah, very, very neurotoxic.
And then to think of just you could actually see with people the response. I see more delayed responses, reactions. Do you think any of that has to do with?
Oh yeah. That? Yes.
Yeah, because if you're feeling less foggy once you start to clean out, then that would make sense. Have better reaction times.
And that's the number one thing, man. Like I really hope people will take from this is like, start a self-directed education. Educate yourself.
Yeah.
Figure out like what is the main causes and what is the root cause of why. There's always a root cause to everything. So it's like try to figure out and pinpoint if someone's in bad health, where your health took a turn, what happened in that specific time frame.
Right.
Look at your surroundings. Look at what you're being exposed to. Women, especially, they apply 536 chemicals to their daily regimen every morning.
Dude, yeah. What is all makeup made out of?
Yeah, it's like, how is that gonna not impact your hormonal health? You know what I mean? So, yeah. Oh
my God. I've thought about it.
And men can't get up this easy too, because with all the colognes and the try to smell good and all that, it's neurotoxic chemicals, man, and it just takes a toll on your health.
And that I'm guilty on. I do like good fragrance colognes, man.
Okay,
I do. So
I got some alternatives for you, man.
I'm gonna need that. For sure. Now the hard one that I've also been learning is toothpaste, bro. There's some harsh stuff in toothpaste.
Oh yeah, a lot of chemicals.
And I'm like, bro, what in the world?
Fluoride.
Yeah,
all that's just chemicals, man.
So we went to what's that one? Is it the Hello? I think it was like one of the better ones that I'd seen because I guess I use that Yuka app and I was just amazed. On the numbers that it gives you, like whether it's good or bad. And even the other day I went to go get it was like what do they call it? Pedialyte.
Mm-hmm.
The little Pedialyte bottles they sell in the gas stations now. And I scanned that thing and it was like the most awfulest thing for me. And I'm like, bro, I've been drinking these things forever, dude. This is stupid.
Yeah.
It is. Now, so how you've been in this study since 2012?
Yeah.
What are some of the new things we're learning?
The new things that I think are really like a must right now is how important your microbiome and your gut health.
Wow.
It is super foundational. If your gut is a wreck, dude, I don't care what supplement, what diet, what exercise you're doing. If your gut is a wreck, you're not gonna have good health. Right now, new research and study coming out, like your gut health is totally everything.
Yeah.
Your gut health is connected to your heart. It's connected to your brain, gut-brain axis.
Wow.
Your gut is now considered with research and study as your second brain.
Really?
You ever heard the expression, go with your gut feeling?
Yeah.
It's very true.
Wow.
So
and that's wild.
What your microbiome is, easy explanation is just we're made of trillions of bacteria, fungus, virus, all that stuff. We're like an ecosystem.
Yeah.
And 90 some % of our immune system resides in the gut.
Jeez.
So if your gut is trashed, your immune system's trashed.
Man.
Your gut's trashed, your thinking's off. And new research and study shows now that your microbiome, your microbes, have direct connection with every organ in the body, especially the brain. So they dictate of how well your health is going to be.
Jeez.
And that is like foundational right now. Gut health is everything.
Jeez, oh Pete's.
Yeah.
So that's really important. Because I have been hearing that, but I guess I didn't really think about it. Now that's the spread of diseases then.
Yeah, absolutely. And then we went through that COVID phase, and that over sanitization deal totally killed people's microbiome.
Wow.
It wiped it out completely.
Really?
Yeah. Because you're killing the things that are your first line of defense when it comes to bacteria, virus, whatever it is.
Yeah, your body's got to build the
you're one big ecosystem. So
good God.
So gut health is superior right now and foundational.
And the foods that we eat.
Yeah.
It's all.
If you have leaky gut and a inflamed gut, like I said, no matter what supplement you're taking, no matter what diet, exercise you're doing, it's not gonna do anything.
So you got
to fix that gut and heal that gut.
Start at the root. Wow.
Yep.
Good grief, man. And there's millions of Americans.
Yeah.
Now, I know
we were. Oh, excuse me. I didn't
no, go ahead.
But going back to the toxic exposure that we're like no time ever we're exposed to, and then you got there's a really brilliant lady. Her name is Stephanie Senna, MIT. She wrote a book called Toxic Legacy. She wrote a book specifically on glyphosate. Glyphosate is Roundup Ready, what's sprayed on all grains.
Yeah. Oh,
and she explains how this glyphosate is putting holes in the gut. And it's on everything we eat.
No way.
So she explains that glyphosate is actually making these toxins go drive deeper and deeper into the tissue and deeper in tissue of the brain. Jeez. It's like an escort. So it's taking toxins, heavy metals, environmental toxins, and it's driving them even deeper into the cells. It's driving them deeper into the brain and the tissues of the body. Yeah.
Good grief.
And that's something like when we were younger that we didn't have to deal with the amount of this glyphosate product. Now, with our kids nowadays, they're dealing with it like no time ever.
Jeez, oh Pete's, man. And it's now how is there any way to slow that down other than what about organic food?
Some organic, but you definitely you want to remove much of this conventional grains from the diet as possible.
Okay, so we're talking like breads, cereals.
Go with a more sprouted organic.
Wow. And we eat so much carb and bread here in America.
You know, there's a study out, and it's called the Pepsi Challenge. Okay. And it shows that 2 pieces of wheat toast will drive your glucose as much as a 12-ounce can of Pepsi.
Holy crap.
And it shows specifically like once you consume the bread an hour after, what it does to you, how it spikes your glucose in your insulin.
dude.
as much as a 12-ounce can of Pepsi.
And they say that 1 can of soda a day can put on 35 pounds a year.
Absolutely.
So imagine bread. Same with bread.
Yeah.
You can gain 35 pounds a year just off eating bread, 1 slice a day.
Yeah.
Holy crap! Quit going to McDonald's and Burger King, y'all. Good God. Good night.
Yeah.
Jeez. And we're all just learning that now.
Yeah.
There's a lot of sugar in there.
Lots of sugar.
Yeah.
It's actually a new form of sugar. It's called amylopectin A, I believe.
Okay.
And it's worse than sugar because it's hybridized. All grain and wheat now is hybridized.
So it's like
thanks to Norman Borlaug, I believe his name was. He's the genius behind the hybridization of dwarf wheat.
Wow, dude. and just to think all of that, you know, and now they're saying sugar, of course, we know causes cavities. They're saying, was it glaucoma?
Yep. Stage 4 diabetes is considered dementia now.
Dementia.
Because of insulin resistance.
Jeez, so the
diabetes.
What sugar?
Diabetes of the brain. Yeah, that's pretty much what research and study is quoting.
Wow. And for the longest time, we thought it was cholesterol that was bad for us. Isn't that crazy?
Our cells and brain are made up of a 60% fat, which thrives on cholesterol and fat. So why deprive something from why demonize cholesterol and fat and cholesterol when your brain and your cells are made up of it?
And all these things, man, there's so much more and more nowadays that we could it's hard not to learn.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like almost my whole life I've been lied to, you know, just in the things that I've learned,
yep.
Or commercials I've seen. And that's scary.
Yeah.
Because that shows me that's just someone's pocket.
Yep. It's like you almost got to learn, unlearn, and relearn all over it.
And that's hard at our age.
Yeah.
It's very hard. People our age. You know, I'm going to be 40. So.
But it's not too late.
It's not too late.
Not too late.
You know, when I think of my life, man, I'm like, man, I still got another 50 plus years,
absolutely.
Bro. You know, I'm ready to go. So yeah. And to change my health. Yeah, absolutely. Mm-hmm. There's nothing more I'd want to do.
Yeah. There's never a perfect time, and it's never too late, man. We can everything that's going on with us at a health standpoint, people need to understand, like, God has designed the body with the innate intelligence to heal us.
Dude,
it's totally up to us as individuals to remove the source and the cause, and yeah, it will restore our health.
I believe it. I had heard a study that they were saying the one study that I was going to talk about was one I heard on how the lining of our gut like regenerates every 3 days.
Yeah, and
I didn't know that, but that just shows, you know, the power of God that, you know, He does make us to be able to regenerate and renew, and with Him all things are new.
Yeah,
you know, that's crazy.
I think that was the biggest understanding for me was, you know, when God had revealed that to me, like, okay, I've designed the body to heal.
Yeah,
this is what are the causes? Remove them.
Right.
Remove the interference.
Absolutely.
And your body heals naturally. I mean, you look at a fever. Fever is not a bad thing. I mean, when it gets to a certain point, but that's your body, like, trying to cut things off. Yeah, trying to cut things out.
Yeah. Now, as far as these chemicals, I've heard 2 different things that maybe you can bring some clarity to. You think is it chemicals, starting with chemicals, toxins, and parasites?
That's a tough one. That big C word. I would say all of the above.
Yeah. Okay. I can see that. And I was curious because you were saying the toxins, but then I see all these little reels people are talking about, well, it's parasites. And I'm like, now I'm confused.
Yeah.
You know, so, okay, I could see all 3 of them. And I'll go back and we'll use the big C word.
Yeah, the big C word.
And I'll cut that word out.
Yeah, that's a tough topic there.
It is.
We don't want to get you shut down.
No, you're right. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But man, it's crazy because people are just using it to profit themselves.
Yeah.
You know?
Thomas Seyfried, he's got a really good he's on Instagram, and he explains in detail of what is the number one drivers in cancer.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what the reference I would use when people ask about that. I'm like, go and check him out.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, he would definitely give you the rundown on the causes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to look into that.
Thomas Seyfried.
Yeah. Can you guys write that down? Yeah. We'll look into that.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I appreciate that.
Oh yeah.
Now, do you travel more to study on holistic health these days, or are you doing more here in the Midwest yet?
I'll be leaving in September out to Utah.
Okay.
I'm going to go out there for some training called Next Gen, and that's where we're going to get more training from the practitioners on the microbiome, gut health.
Okay.
More training on that.
I'm interested in that because now a lot of that and not to be TMI, but when I do celery juice, I feel like I do notice some leaving the body. Is that good or bad?
This should be a good thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering. I didn't know, because the more you drink celery juice, the more you do that. Natural juices, I'd seen things and I'm like, man. But now I also know that I was doing it wrong too. Yeah. So,
but then again, too much of a good thing is a bad thing. So don't overdo it.
Okay. Yeah, I do it like maybe three weeks out of the year.
Okay.
I'll go in the summertime and just like every good month.
Fasting is actually really good too. Have you ever fasted?
Yes.
Water fasting is good.
Water
fasting. 3 day. You can do 24-hour fast, water fast.
Okay.
It rejuvenates, resets the body.
Okay. Now,
it's healing.
For someone that has an awful gut,
I would definitely start out with like a block fast.
Okay.
So like whatever your eating window is.
Okay.
I'd be like, okay, I'm gonna only go from lunch to dinner, not eat nothing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Dependent on you. Everybody's.
Right. Yeah, I have a couple cousins that's been doing a lot of fasting, and he looks good. He looks real good.
Good.
And we did some fasting. Well, we did more spiritual fasting, but a few weeks ago. But I definitely want to get into a good 2-3 day fast and just kind of reset my body and empty everything out.
Yeah. Well, fasting without prayer is definitely just dieting.
That's true. That is true. Now, how often do you fast for?
I go from dinner to dinner.
Dinner to dinner. Okay. See, that's not bad.
No.
And
but when dinner comes,
you're ready to eat.
I'm eat.
Now, what's an average good meal that you like to eat?
Like for dinner?
Yeah, like for healthy, like putting back in you. You fasted now.
Well, I definitely I don't do no carbs. I stay away from carbs.
No carbs. Okay.
No carbs. So more like carnivore guy. Like steak, veggies. Yeah.
Okay. Now, how about some of the veggies that people are talking about lately? They're talking like, oh, broccoli's a man-made veggie, and I'm like, dog, what? Is that true?
I'm not sure, man. I don't know. I don't have the answer for that one. Yeah. I go towards more of the good carbs like pumpkin, sweet potato.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
A lot of beans.
I can see that. So you are, when you're basing all this out, do you meal prep at all?
No.
Okay. I know a lot of people have been getting into that lately. Is that a good idea or no?
It depends on the individual. I mean, whatever works for you as an individual. Everybody's designed differently. So whatever, I always tell people, whatever works for you, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
Kind of want to have what they call diet variation.
Okay.
So you don't want to stay in the same diet for a long period of time.
Right. Yeah. Right. That makes sense.
You want diversity, especially when it comes to the microbiome.
Yeah. So
you want to switch it up.
Getting everything mixed up in there.
Yes.
But still staying away from the unhealthy carbs.
Yes.
All the sugar involved in them. That's like, your pancakes, your bread,
your cereal,
all the good stuff that everybody wants and craves for.
Yeah.
Remember the bad ones. So is there any other good ones other than like sweet potatoes or anything like that you can recommend?
What I usually go for? You got squash.
Okay.
Butternut squash. All the different squashes are good.
Okay. So like
a lot of bean. Like I said, I do a lot of bean, sweet potato, pumpkin.
That makes sense. I'm not gonna do pumpkin. So it's like you like squash. You can get zucchini.
Yeah. Zucchini's
Hey guys, here's a quick message from one of our affiliates. Do you ever feel there's seasons where you're stretched thin, carrying responsibility, leading conversations, trying to build well, but realize you can't keep pouring out without being intentional about getting refilled? I know a lot of you listening right now have felt that same way. I found that Wellspring Legacy Group isn't just about motivation. It's about alignment through their coaching, consulting, and retreats. They help you slow down, get clear, and make sure the foundation of what you're building is healthy, not just productive. That's why I trust Wellspring Legacy Group. It's not about fixing something broken. It's about staying rooted, restored, and aligned, so the work actually lasts. If this resonates with you, connect with Wellspring Legacy Group. And when you do, use code DailyChop to take that next step forward.
squash, all the different squashes are good.
Okay. So like
a lot of bean. Like I said, I do a lot of bean, sweet potato, pumpkin.
That makes sense. I'm not gonna do pumpkin. So it's like you like squash. You can get zucchini.
Yeah, zucchini.
We do a lot of zucchini and squash here. Like I like zucchini and squash. So what about any meats that you say are not so well?
What I do personally, I mean everybody's different, but I stay away from the conventional. Like I'm strictly pasture raised, grass fed,
organic.
Yeah, organic.
Yeah. There's a flavor difference you can tell in it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, big flavor difference.
When I made that that exchange from conventional to grass fed, it was just so less heavy. I didn't feel heavy after I was eating the steak and the burger.
Yeah, I could see that for sure.
You know, cows are naturally meant to graze on grass.
Yeah.
And they're being fed conventional grain. So whatever's in the animal is definitely gonna
affect us.
It's gonna affect us.
Yeah, that's so true. Wow. And you know what? It's hard for kids to eat grain or eat grass fed because they're so used to the flavor they get from grains and the antibiotics and everything else is pumped into.
Yep. Even beef. For adults, dude, it's so hard for people to leave that comfort side of thing that they're so used to.
Yeah.
And then to make that exchange. Yeah.
But you probably feel a lot better.
Oh yeah. You feel a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah. I could see that. And definitely. I know I've heard Rogan talk about a lot, you know, how he eats, you know, his meats, he'll stock up the freezer and run off elk, for a year.
Yeah.
So I could see that, man. I think there's different ways to cook it too. If you don't like it, you don't like the flavor of it.
Yeah.
But now how about fish? Do you get into fish much?
Not a lot of fish.
No.
I stay away from a lot of fish.
Yeah, I feel that. There's been a lot of studies.
Seafood, I don't do seafood. Yeah, I'll stay away from seafood.
Lately, man, there's been a lot of crazy things coming out. You know, they're radiated and all kinds of stuff.
Salmon, all that. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Farm raised fish, man, it's full of heavy metals.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, look it up.
You'd thought that'd have been cleaner.
Wild caught is best. The wild caught is.
Yeah. Okay. So no walleye.
you make the call.
No, I'm not a big fish fan, but everybody says that walleye is pretty good. So, now how do we find your program, man? How do people reach your program?
A lot of my information is on my website, villalobosewellness.com.
Villalobos,
I got the programs on there, and there's one specific thing. Like I know you had mentioned that you had asked like one thing that somebody could do, you know, when it comes to their health. There's a simple urine test that I offer when I coach people.
Okay.
50 times more accurate than a blood test.
Wow.
Get your results within 6 to 7 minutes. Called a cellular inflammation kit. This will determine exactly where you're at a health standpoint. Eternally.
Yeah. That is awesome. You guys hear that? So it is one more time your website.
It's villalobosewellness.com.
Villalobosewellness.com.
Yeah.
Y'all go check that out and they can get that on there.
And it's $149 value, and for your listeners they can get it for $97.
All right, y'all get on there, reach out. Now can they use code Daily Chop or to let you know their reviewer?
I'll make sure that it's already set so that way they just click and go.
Sweet. There you guys go. Make sure you check that out and get that test, man. Matter of fact, I'm probably going to get that test too, dude, because I'd like to know and see what I can change up and how I can better myself.
Yeah. I mean, it's by far like one of the main tests that I would run on when I'm coaching somebody.
Yeah.
Because it gives you an accurate reading, dude, of really what's going on with somebody at a cellular level.
Yeah.
Yeah, cellular inflammation is very, very bad. And Time Magazine has quoted that cellular inflammation is the silent killer of the 20%.
Wow.
So, cellular inflammation, if you have cellular inflammation, no matter what, like I said, no matter what diet you're on, no matter what exercise program you're on, no matter what supplements you're taking, if you can't get that into the cell where it's used properly, then yeah,
it's no good.
It's no good.
Wow, dude, that's so crazy. I was going to ask you something. Oh, so when they sign up, can they sign up for your program as well? On your
they would have to get a hold of me like through email, or they can contact me through the website.
Okay.
And then if they want like one-on-one coaching, we can go through with the process of that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll have you. You have a business card you can leave, and I can.
Yeah. I'll give you my information.
Yeah, I'll put your link and website and stuff on there. That's crazy. I did some of this stuff I have never even known, and I didn't even know there was a urine test you could take to better your health.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Wow. Jeez, oh Pete's. Now, do you plan on putting any new studies out, or?
I know when we get back out to Utah area and get some more training and some more studies. Like I'm constantly learning. Like I'm always gonna be a student. Like I'm never gonna get to the end, I believe. Like I'm always wants to learn new things, that way I can pass on to people.
Yeah.
You know, it's because God has revealed the information to me. It's my duty to pass it on to the next.
Yeah, that's awesome, bro.
Yeah,
I'm glad there's guys out there like you.
Yeah, definitely.
And I went and looked at your website a couple times and went over some things, and man, you have made an extreme difference in your life. You can see it off your page.
Yeah, all glory to God for that, man.
Yeah, dude.
My Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Like,
Amen.
If it wasn't for him that brought me through that dark time, like I said, it's just been such a crazy journey from where I was as a child, sick, get involved in this chaos in my middle age. And then he's brought me here to be a practitioner of health, to make a difference in people's life. It's just been such a wild journey, man.
That's such an awesome one, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's cool. You get to study with some of the leading experts, man.
Oh yeah.
Wow. And what's that been like doing that?
It's been life changing, man. Like I said, when my first encounter and being in a room filled with them kind of people of that caliber, I was just amazed. I'm just like, man, I'm not even supposed to be here.
The places where God puts us.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. He does amazing things.
It's definitely been a game changer for me.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm sure it does for your family too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Have you noticed a difference in any of your family that's done this?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah, good, man. That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah.
We need it. Better life.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, a better quality of life too. If you get the way you feel out of your brain. The brain is a big thing, man. Yep. Just our thoughts and how we react, that can change how someone thinks.
Yeah. It starts with us as individuals, man. And we got to lead by example.
Amen.
You got to live it to lead it. So if we're not doing it and we're trying to teach it, or we're trying to tell our kids, well, you got to do this, but they see us doing something different,
it's not going to work.
It ain't going to work.
Yeah, that's so true. I know that because I've had to fix it on my own for, just the wrong things I've taught my kids. Now I'm trying to unteach them and get them to unlearn the bad habits. So, I definitely can understand that. Yeah. But Joe, man, we're already wrapping up on an hour.
Oh, dude. Really?
Yeah.
Wow, it went quick.
I told you. I told you it would, man. So, but I appreciate you being here. Had a great conversation, man. I learned a lot, and I'm gonna probably get with you and get that test, man. I want to start bettering myself as well.
Oh yeah, let's do it, man.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna put your link on here for everybody to check you out, guys. Remember, if you guys want to do the same thing, he's gonna have it available for you viewers to get the same urinalysis check at a discounted price. So make sure you guys go tap in on his website. I'm gonna drop it in the comments, his link there, so you guys can click on it and check him out, man. So, Joe, I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, brother.
God bless you, man.
God bless you.